Hey everybody, happy Tuesday evening, December 6th. Hope you're all doing well. I'm on just kind of working on this sketch for a few minutes. Hope you're all having a great day today. Hey, D-Ray's in the house. D-Ray, great to see you. Hope all's well. Linda H is here also. Great to see you guys. So I'm working on this, I guess it's the third year or fourth. I call it Tree in the City, and just different versions of this kind of similar topic. Yeah, so I'm having fun. Got some fun holiday music. I guess it's holiday music going. And thanks for joining me, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. And it's always awesome seeing you out there. And one of the things I'm really loving about this is I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to add any more colors other than maybe a little bit of sap green watercolor here on the tree to give a little more depth to it. But I'm not going to add any colors to the buildings. I'm liking the whites and the grays and the blacks happening. I think it makes for kind of a dramatic sketch, and I really want the focal point of this perspective view, right, looking back here, to be this tree. So I think popping just that out with the colors, really drawing the eye kind of back into the distance. I hope that makes sense. So right now I'm just adding some shadows, and sorry, I keep zooming in. Yeah, I'm just adding some hatch lines on here, just to create the idea of shadows, give some depth to these overhang areas. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. I'm going to leave a lot of this kind of unfinished. I have a couple of doorways here. I think there's enough to indicate what's happening. I go over to this side. Same thing, I have some windows, but I'm not going to draw the windows clean and precise. I'm going to leave it kind of loose and wonky. I sketched a clock up here on top of this building. I like adding clocks on my cityscapes. And then down here, I was just sketching some brick, so I'm really holding my... Really? Wait, I think I have to rephrase that. I'm holding my Sharpie really lightly here in my hand. And letting the texture of the paper show through, so I can just create the idea of kind of bricks here. I'm gonna randomly just throw in some vertical pieces where the mortar joints are, where the bricks would be kind of touching each other, right? And the same thing is kind of goes a little bit further in the distance. I'm gonna show some of those lines, but put them closer together, just so the brick looks a little smaller. So here I have the lines further apart. And then back here, those lines get closer together. To create the illusion or idea of depth. And that's what I'm trying to picture or try to capture with this perspective. It's called a 1-point perspective because we're basically coming, all these lines are converging into one focal point, which would be where the tree is. I know I don't usually talk technical, and that's about as technical as I'm going to get with a 1-point perspective. I've done some lessons on it, but I don't do them technically. I don't break out a ruler. I'm not sketching perfect perspectives. It's just to capture the idea or illusion of depth. And I'm more than happy to do that at another time. I can talk more about how to construct these perspectives. But anyway, you guys are awesome. Linda says, needs a star. Oh yeah, the tree, right? Yeah, so this will turn into a Christmas tree with a star on it. Totally. So I love that comment. I'm also going to be drawing some loosey-goosey, sketchy lines on the tree just to give it some texture. But before I do that, I think I'm going to add some... I'll do it right now, actually. So the color you're seeing on the tree is called, I believe it's called electric lime. Sorry if I'm half on camera, half off camera. Camera's a little wonky. Electric lime. This is ink from Lamy that actually came with this pen when I bought it in 2015. Love this color. Got some scratches on it, but that's okay. It's well loved. So I have that color, but I want to throw down some sap green watercolor. I believe it's sap green. I'm not really sure, and we're gonna throw some on here just to give this tree a little more interest to it. So let's do that now. I'm just using my brush and dip it in this green right here. I'll do it here so you can kind of see I'm just dipping it into the green. By the way, check this out. I love having dirty palettes. I'm not one for keeping these clean very often. I like mixing colors and mashing them, moshing them together. I will even sometimes mix and mosh things, as you could see in here. So I'm definitely not a neat painter when it comes to watercolor. I just kind of grab and go, and I'm just going with my brain. My brain's that fast, and I'm trying to keep up with it. So I get a little sloppy sometimes, but I like it. It's kind of what I do. All right. So I'm going to throw some of this on here now. Even you can see I actually picked up a little bit of red when I was dipping into the paint. And I don't care. Red and green make brown, so it looks kind of brownish over here. And I'm just kind of blotting or touching the brush onto the paper, and not really even brushing it on there. But you can see just by doing that, it added a little layer of depth to this. D-Ray says, it's grunge. Yes, you got it. You know I love the grunge look. It is so great to see you guys. D-Ray, it's been a while. Hope all's well with you. Linda, I always appreciate your positive comments, so thank you so much. You guys make it fun for me to keep coming on. There you go. And if you are watching on YouTube, be sure to hit that like button, that thumbs up. There we go. That way we get more peeps watching these videos. I would love to have the audience grow and participate and have fun in the comments. So yeah, if you're on Facebook, I always appreciate you guys hitting the like button. No pressure if you don't, but I do appreciate it. Alright, cool. And I think that's all I'm actually going to do with this tree. As far as the paint color goes, I'm not going to throw anything else down on there. Leave them out. I'm really liking the pop here. It's cool. So after that dries, I'll come back with my Sharpie. Boom, boom, boom. You guys know I love these things. And I'll add more inky lines on top of the tree and pull out some kind of branches and things. And then I will be sketching a star, as Linda said, right on the top. give it, I don't know, kind of a Christmassy vibe. The idea is that we have a street coming back. There's a tree back here. You know what I might... No, I'm not going to add color other than green. I was tempted to dip in and grab some purple and add purple shadows. And you know what? I'm going to do it, I think, guys. I think I'm going to do it. Should I do it or not? I'm kind of toss up. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add, just, you know, I want to add some depth to some of these areas. I'm gonna go for it. I'm actually gonna dip into my watercolor palette. I like to mix my own gray. Sometimes I'll use brown and blue. Sometimes I'll throw in some reds in there. So let's do it. Actually, I'm gonna make a little brown and blue gray. I'll bring some purple, but let's just start with blue. Dipping in here. Notice I didn't even clean my brush off. I just dipped right into the brown. A little darker, so that's looking cool. So I might use that. Actually, I'm getting a little fussy here. Let's go with that. I think it's going to add to this. There we go. I could do this with Lamy and bleed the ink, but I thought it'd be fun just to try the watercolor. And you can see how just by touching it down, it is adding a little bit of depth and more interest to these doorways and window areas. I'm not looking for detail, I'm just looking for interest. Interest can be done with shapes, colors. When I say detail, detail for me is adding a lot of line work, a lot of tight line work. That's what I don't want to do on this. Even over here on these doors, I want to just throw down some of that color. And I like it is mixing with the Lamy ink underneath. I like the way it's happening. It's cool. I'm actually going to add some under this overhang too. And under this one. And I'm just using blue. Just mixing some blue and some brown. And that's how I'm getting that color. I am actually liking it. I think it's helping. I just don't want to overdo it. Says the man who likes to overdo it. Let's throw some down on the sidewalk area too. I could definitely use like a pre-made gray, like a Payne's gray. But for me it's more fun just to mix my own colors here. I could actually take that gray and throw some in the tree as well, just to kind of tie it together a little bit. Let's do that. It's going to be subtle. There we go. Alright, cool. There we go. Let me know, do you think adding that helped? I like it. I think adding the gray watercolor, it helped to add a little bit of interest and depth to the windows and doors. I'm intentionally leaving a lot of white here. In my brain, the sun is really shining on this part of the building. Is kind of coming down this way. So I want this to be really lighter and brighter. And this side to be a little darker and more in shadow. And the further we get away, I want it a little darker as well. Diure says, yes, it does help. Good. Thanks for that feedback. I'll zoom out so you can get a kind of an overview of what it's looking like. I can see the sun. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Yeah, right? Pretty cool. So maybe we'll sketch the star on top of the tree here. I'm just going to keep it simple. We'll use a Sharpie for that. So let's zoom in. So again, this is, I think this is version 3 or 4 of Tree in the City. I'll be selling this original watercolor if anybody's interested. And I do have prints of my other, or at least last year's, I have prints available on jasonfineart.com website. Sorry for the plug. But yeah, you know, sometimes I gotta sell art to keep making art, to buy supplies. My goal is to have like this hobby. It's more than a hobby, it's something I love doing. Passion. This passion of mine to be self-supporting, right? So it's okay to sell some stuff. Promote yourself, right? Alright, here we go. Let's sketch a little star here. I want to keep a simple star. I might come back and actually hit that with, let's see. I might actually come back and hit the star with, I don't know, maybe some of that lime color. I want to soften it, so I'm bleeding the ink. Bleeding it just a little bit before that Sharpie dried. And yeah, I think I'll come back and soften that after it dries with some of the lime color as well. Drawing a star, there's a Sharpie for that. There's a Sharpie for everything, D-Ray. We have this Sharpie, we have this Sharpie. Let's see, you guys want to see my Sharpies? Alright, here we go. I'm gonna grab all the Sharpies within reach right now, different ones. So we'll let this dry. I have this one, I have this one, I have this one. This is a Sharpie gel pen here. I have Sharpie highlighters, multiple colors. I don't know if I'll pull all the colors out, but I got Sharpie highlighters there. What else is within Sharpie reach? Oh man, I have tons of these here, extra ones. Maybe that's all I have. Is this a Sharpie? Oh, I do. I have this Sharpie. These are actually two different ones. This is a Sharpie pen. Hey Sharpie, if you're out there. Just saying. Sharpie roller, so I got these two Sharpies. Not Sharpays. Sharpays are dogs. These are Sharpies. I think those are the only varieties I have within grabbing distance here. It's pretty cool, right? I am a Sharpie fan. This would be a great screenshot right here. I'm gonna hold it for a sec so I can go back and take a screenshot later. Awesome. Cool. Alright, let's put these back here. Hey, you know what? Alright, I'm living on the edge. I'm gonna break out the green highlighter Sharpie. And we're actually gonna zoom in. I'm throwing some green Sharpie highlighter on this tree. Sometimes you just have to live dangerously. I'm just dabbing it down. You can see I'm kind of stippling, making these dots. I'm actually loving this. Look at this. That's looking super cool. Holy. Who would have thunk it? I don't want to get too crazy. If that's possible. That was a fun song. I'm loving this Sharpie. So this is a Sharpie highlighter. What do you guys think? You like the stippling? It's adding a really interesting effect here, right? I like it. That's gel Sharpie. Yeah, so I have a Sharpie gel pen. I believe this is the gel, or is this one gel? This is... No, I think this is the gel pen right here. Pretty sweet. Alright, I don't want to overdo it with the Sharpie, but you definitely can create some interesting effects with it. I don't think I'm throwing any pink on this one. Believe it or not. Just put that away. Alright, zoom out and maybe step away for the night on it. This is looking... This one I think is almost done. I just want to add, after this all dries, I'm going to add some squigglies on here. And then we'll call it a wrap on this painting. Sketch painting. Linda says, I'm loving the tree. Awesome. Highlighter gave that green some support. Nice touch. Hey, thanks. I'll zoom in. You guys can see it. Yeah, I think it's at a good point to stop with that tree. And now here you can see where I had some of that red mixed in with the sap green watercolor. No, I don't mind it. Alright, there you go, guys. That is Tree in the City V 4.0. Squiggles, and call this one done. Yeah, so I will add the squigglies tomorrow. I want to do something with the star. I'm not sure yet. So do something here. Add squigglies here. Maybe adds a little bit of texture to the building. Although I'm liking it white, so I might just do it. And let's see if I have a frame or a mat or something cut out. I want to see what this might look like. Time to go into the magic drawer. Just bear with me a sec as I go through my file cabinet drawers here. Let's see if I can find... I really gotta clean these drawers out. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Where are my mats? I could cut one out of here. Cut one out if I need to. Actually, we're gonna do that. Alright. If you guys want to chill for a couple more minutes, I'm actually gonna cut a little frame opening out of this paper. This black paper, and we'll just make a little square frame and see how this kind of looks if it was matted. Let's push this here for a sec. Close my watercolor thing so I don't spill it. Put water on here. I mean the cap on the lid. And we're going to cut this. I have an X-Acto knife, a couple of knives, and I have a metal straight edge here. Welcome to the bonus cutting session. We're now going to cut some paper. Get my cutting mat out. Yeah, see, I'm ready to go. Boom. I love model making. I have not done it in such a long time. Like architectural models. I used to love making them. My architecture students are making models in class and I love it. Ask them if I can help some of them because I just want to get my hands on and do some work on these. Anyway, why am I talking about that? That's why I have all these cutting supplies here. 6x6, so again, I'm not going for 100% accuracy. Let's just kind of do this and make it smaller. Do this. I'm actually going to cut this here. I love these X-Acto knives. I love how the blades push out, and it's also really easy to change the blade. So if this end is dull, all you do is you take the cap off. There's a slit in the cap, if you can see that, right there. And you're going to put that here on top of your blade. I gotta switch it because I actually do it with my other hand. Right, and then we're just gonna pop it off. And we just snap that blade off, it's in here. And we have a new fresh blade ready to go. So these are really, really great X-Acto knives. They come in at least 2 different sizes I know of. Alright, let's cut out a square on here. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually just gonna make it the width of this, my straight edge. We're gonna cut the square out. So I'm just marking this out. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just drawing a black line on here. Alright, cool. And now I'm just going to take my X-Acto and we'll cut that out. We'll see how it looks. Got that one. Let's do this side. How many sides are there on a square? 2, yeah. 2 more to go. Side 3, and let's hit the last one. And we'll just cut it out. Alright, cool. There we go. So we got our kind of framed opening. Hey DB, are you in the house? If you are, that's awesome. DB, so good to see you. Nico, holy moly, Nico's in the house. This is awesome. You guys are so fun. If you're still out there, say hello. I'm so excited to see so many people I know. Nico, we need to connect one of these days. Talk to Tia. We gotta connect one of these days. I'd love to catch up with you. Alright, cool. So I just cut this mat out. Let's put it on top of this, alright? Clean it up a smidge. Boom. Holy moly. Here we go. Here's before. This is just the amazing power that a simple framed opening can do. This looks pretty cool on its own. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. But dang, when you throw a black mat on there, I'll leave it there so you can look. Doesn't that just really clean it up? Love it. Linda S is in the house. Great to see you. We got Linda H, Linda S. This is so fun. Hi, walking out of my night class now. That's awesome, Nico. Very cool. Yeah, Nico, we definitely will meet for lunch. I would love that. I miss you guys. Some of my favorite students graduated last year, and let me tell you, all-time favorites. I'm missing them. They were so fun to have in class. but I'm so honored that we were able to keep in touch after you guys graduated. DRS is impressive, right? Bam. Loving it, loving it. Alright, I know I keep playing with it. It's just fun for me to see like before, after, before, after. Now, if I could put like a mat over me and do a before and after, especially since I've been eating a lot of like sweets, that would be awesome. Alright guys, so this is looking really cool. And this was just really thin, just black paper I used. I've actually sketched on this paper using white, I was gonna say, markers, paint pens. Alright, cool guys. This might be dry enough where I can actually sketch on the tree since I've been chatting. So let's kind of wrap this one up then. Let's go to the tree, show some squigglies on it. Call it a day. I don't want to overwork it. Part of me wants to put a piece of tracing paper down and test it, but I'm not. I'm gonna live on the edge. I'm holding this really super loose in my hand. I want it to be wavy and wiggly. This is a fun song. You know what? What do you guys think? Let me know. I think that's enough on the tree. I don't think I want to add any other... Alright, I'm lying. I actually see a face. I see a profile here. I'm going to zoom in. Do you guys see a face? Alright, I'm not going to touch it. Here, let me zoom in. If I zoom in really close, I see a profile of a person right in here. There's the nose kind of bumping out. This is kind of a mouth that is kind of frowning down. Follow that nose around down to the chin. So it's almost like a person's face in it. I'm gonna leave it. I think it's actually kind of fun. D-Ray says before, after, you are still cool. I am honored. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Linda says, oh, Jason. Oh, I just lost a comment. Let's go back. Oh, Jason, that makes the tree pop. I framed my tree from you in black. It is gorgeous. I see it every day. Oh, yeah, Linda S. That's right. You have one of the originals, don't you? Do you have my first one or second one of these? I forgot you have one. Kira says, that looks great. Love the black mat. Yeah, here, we'll put it back on. D-Ray says, impressive. Thank you. Nico says, miss your class the most. Aw, Nico. I appreciate that, man. DB says, frame it in a black frame. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just jumping around comments randomly. I think that's enough also. Yeah, Linda, I'm not going to add any more to the tree. Let's leave it. Perfect just the way it is. Isn't that a Billy Joel song? Perfect just... I don't know. How does the song go? Perfect just the way you are, or something like that. Zoom, thanks! Here you go. You're welcome. DB is like, that's enough. DB, I agree with you. I have your second tree. Cat has your... Oh, that's right. Cat has the first, you have the second. I'm so honored that you guys have these trees, original ones. Because you're amazing. So, I'm so glad you have it. Thank you. Kat, if you're watching the replay of this, shout out to you. We miss seeing you here. Kat's awesome. Alright guys, this might be a wrap for tonight. Billy Joel, love you just the way you are. Oh, that's it. Yes, thank you. Love you just the way... I'm not going to sing it. Thank you so much. Linda, you're a musician. I knew you'd get that. You probably appreciate me not singing. Guys, I think this one's done. I don't feel like there's anything else I'm going to add to it. Something in my brain said add a pop of red, but I'm not going to. This is probably one of the very rare times I'm going to ignore what my brain just said to me. Usually if it pops in here, I'll do it. And it was actually saying to add red here on the side of the clock. What do you guys think? Zoom in. So my brain was like, hey, you want maybe a pop of red in there? Make it a little more Christmassy. So I was looking towards my precise red pen, and my brain's telling me to add just a pop of red right here on the side of this clock. I hate ignoring my brain. Let's think about this. If I think too long, that's not usually a good sign. No red please on this, but a red tree might be fun. Oh, do you mean do a separate red tree painting? Let me know, Linda. A wrap. Yes, a wrap. D-Ray, you know me, it takes me... I say I'm gonna wrap like 25 times. It's weird, I guess it makes sense because I really don't like wrapping presents. Ever since I worked in the mall years ago, we had the gift wrap at the bookstore, which wasn't bad because all the gifts were books, right? Square. I just hate it. I think after working years in the bookstore and wrapping presents, I'm very lazy now. So that's why it's hard for me to wrap up the strings. I'll take your eye away from the... Yeah, it'll take your eye away from the green. Yeah, you know what, guys? Brain, I'm shutting you down on this one. It's painfully gonna happen. The red's going. Goodbye. Alright. Guys, this one is done. I'll sign it. And then put it to the side. So let's talk about signing your sketches or your paintings or your artwork. I tend to like to sign mine sideways, which is fine, and if it gets covered or matted, you won't see it. I guess I'm cool with that. But I'm going to sign it here anyway. Could have signed it in another place too. So let's zoom in. And I like to sign it with a heart. Just put Jason. I'm not going to put the title of it. I'm just going to put the year, the month and the year. So we'll do 12. '23. And lately I've been putting a box around my numbers. So I'm just going to sign it like that for now. And again, if it's matted, that's fine if it gets covered. I mean, I could always sign somewhere else if I needed to. Ta-da! Here we go, and I have to say I'm not digging the star. I would actually frame. Actually, I don't mind the star. You know what's in my brain again? Guys, tell me to step away because now here's what's in my brain. I want to do some. Let's do it on tracing paper. I'll show you what I'm thinking. I have some magic tracing paper here. Here's what my brain is thinking. I don't know why I'm questioning myself so much tonight. Sometimes, I guess sometimes it's good. Question what you're going to do with your art. Alright, so my brain was saying, hey, let's kind of do some like, some kind of like wires or something. I actually like it. Maybe we got some electrical lines or something kind of crossing between the buildings. And that's all I would do, just keep it simple. What do you guys think? Do you like that? I'm kind of liking it because it's bringing your eye across. It's kind of connecting the two sides of the street. Jason, you have the Midwest goodbye going. We here in the Midwest take forever to say goodbye. That's so funny. I love that. At this point, I'm a little selfish about the building being too close at right. Gotcha. Gotcha. I think that might happen. I can get really funky and throw Christmassy lights here. I've done some sketches where I love doing like these string lights. I think, Linda, you might even have a sketch I did. I'm picturing a sketch I did of a building. It had kind of like a Zen vibe to it with string lights. I don't remember exactly when I did it, but you may actually own that one. Wire is okay. Yeah, I'm liking the wire. And then if I really wanted to, I could go cray. With some holiday reds on there. And then we would take, let's just take a highlighter, Sharpie highlighter here. Pop in some yellows. What other color lights? Yellow, red. I have the green Sharpie here. Let's try this. So there we go. I just kind of added these string lights across there. It's actually not that bad. It's 2 pieces of trace or one? It's 1 piece of trace. I like the thickness of this trace paper. Love the lights, of course, green lights, yeah. You need not hold back, you know me. Minimalist at times. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I have the Ship of Joy. That's it, the Ship of Joy. I see it every day too. Awesome. Yeah, it's coming back into my brain. I gotta go back in my pictures and look for it. You guys like the lights? This would be a cool Christmas card, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm actually digging it. I wish I could just kind of cut this out and glue it on there. Alright, I think we're gonna do the lights, guys. Maybe I'm gonna hold off and not do them tonight, but I will add them. Now we're officially wrapping. I promise. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. If you happen to notice, like, I get fired up when you guys are in here commenting. So thank you for lighting that fire and letting me be me and do this fun creative stuff. It helps to take me to a different level. And it challenges me to kind of create on the fly. So thank you so much. I appreciate it all. All you want to do is celebrate in your art. Go for it. Yeah. D-Ray, I love that. I'm going to actually put that on screen. Here we go. Let's see, I'm going to add, here we go. Oh, we got that one too. In your card, you could leave the lights on the thin paper and open it to the painting. Leave the lights on the thin paper and open. Oh, yeah, so if this was a card, hey, here we go. I think I'm getting what you're saying. Here, let me see. Where's my frame? Alright. I'm not done. You guys can leave anytime. I'm sorry I keep going on. But here's what I would do. Ready? Imagine this is the card. I would actually glue the tracing paper onto the front of the card. Then you would kind of lift it like this. Does that make sense? That actually has a really cool look. So here's the card closed. And then you would open it like this. What do you guys think? Do you think people would actually buy a card like this? If I made prints? Unfortunately, I don't think they'd be ready for this holiday. Yeah, Linda, I don't know if that's what you meant, but if it is, awesome. If it isn't, that's still awesome because you inspired me to do this. Yeah. All right. This is so much fun creating on the fly. Love it. Love you guys. Thank you so much. In the card, you could leave the whites on thin paper. Yeah. I just read that. Ta-da! Guys, thank you so much. It is Tuesday night. I have to get ready to get to bed. Got a busy day tomorrow. Appreciate y'all so much. Have an amazing Wednesday. And thank you. Thank you for being yourselves. Keep paying it forward with positivity. Be yourselves. You're all awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great, great night. Peace. And live creatively. And I just saw out of the corner of my eye, starry tree. I've not done a starry night sketch in a long time. Saturday night or Sunday night. You guys should tune in. Let's do a starry night or a sketch on it. Yeah, that would be fun. Thank you for the idea. Where the button is, yes, I'm going to the button. I know where the button is. Good night, guys.